Hi everybody, this is Lynn from Creative Concept Crafts with this week's release, and it's part of the graduation collection. Here we have the Darling Little graduation gift box, which is 4 inches square and 2 inches deep. So what do we need to create the box? We have our base colour, which is the base piece for the bottom of the box, the two pieces which are the side panels and the lid. Then we have the black, which is matte 1. We have 4 of the rectangular pieces plus the square part for the lid. And the same on the decor. There's the square one, but 3 pieces of the decor because one of the pieces has got a word crossing over the two. So one of it is on, the other is your, and then the 2 pieces, it's graduation, which wraps around the side of the box. This is the piece to make the tassel, which I'll be showing you how to do a little bit further in. We have 2 little pieces of ribbon. I've used a cord there, a crochet thread, which is a glitter one to use with the tassel, and a little bit of red organza ribbon for the certificate. No graduation's complete without the certificate, so there it is, with the quoting put on, drawn on the scan and cut. There's mats and layers on the ends and on the reverse side as well, so that all those 5 pieces are contained on the certificate mat, so that when it's rolled up you've got some decor on the wrong side as well as the right side. It didn't look right without that on. So we're ready to start to construct. I've already pre-scored the lines for the box, so we just need to add glue to the 4 large tabs. I'm using 220-gram card here, which is my textured card that I favour for the majority of my projects. It's because it's sourced locally here in Spain. So adding glue to all 4, and this is just an ordinary PVA glue that I'm using. It works for me. I'm just bringing in some paper clips here so that I can just hold the corners once I've got them into position. I always start with the side edge, get that lined up, and then pop the tabs in, squeeze the tabs in from there. It's like this one didn't want to line up in the corner. Get that. So again, just a couple of paper clips to hold, and around to the other side. It's quite a quick and easy project to put together, is this one. The base colour and the black are the textured card, and I've actually used, it's like I would say a rose gold glitter card that I've used for the decor mats. Thought it was rather nice for a graduation colour. So that's the base of the box completed, quick and easy. Now on to the sides of the box. There's 2 pieces again. There's a centre score line, there's a tab on one end, and there's the tabs along the top. So I'm just going to start off by adding glue to the side tab so that we've got the whole, the 4 sides of the box together. Make sure that the tabs are facing up the way when you add your text. Don't do what I nearly did and put them on upside down. So this is where the graduation wraps around the corner, but it's still easy to do. I'm just adding glue to the whole thing at once, and I've gone round all the corners, all the edges on the scoreboard, so I've got nice edge to follow. So you just add in to one half and then to the other. These are the other 2 panels that we need. One has got your on, the other has got on. And now place them into position before you start to glue. Make sure you don't have any of them in the wrong place. So on your graduation with the tabs to the top of the box. Okay, now we can add the mats to the base. So nice and easy. Just flip over, make sure all that's well burnished down, and then we're ready to glue together the final tab. Just lining up the score line at the top and the bottom of the box, and again just burnish that into position. Now when I fold the tabs down, just make sure those mats are well housed, nothing's sticking up, especially on corners. But there we are, look, there's the graduation wrapping around the corner. Your and on is on the other side. And then I put the tabs down, one up and one over as I go around the box. So if it's up on one side, it's under on the next. And I'm just going to pop that to one side and prepare the lid. So I'm just going to do the mat 1 to mat 2 decor to start off. Just adding glue. Speed this up because when there's a lot of little bits, it just takes a couple of minutes to get all the glue on. And looks like there's a little piece that hadn't come out there. Just again, house down and flip over and burnish, which I think I didn't do. And before we add that to the base, we need to put our tassel in between. So this is one I've already prepared. I will show you in a second how I did that. So that's going to be sandwiched on the corner between the base and the upper mats. So a little bit of hot glue just on the corner, not right to the edge, and probably an inch or so of hot glue there. And I've probably left about an inch and a half of the tassel overhanging, of the thread overhanging from the tassel. And now we can add the decor mats to the base. Once you've got this down, when you're burnishing, don't burnish hard on that corner where the tassel is, because you'll end up with a little lump that you don't really want. So make sure it's burnished down, but maybe not push it down hard. Maybe just do it with your fingers over that particular area. Burnish the rest of it down, but just take care on the corner. You don't want a lump because of the thread. Okay, so that's got congratulations written across it. Now, I don't know if you can see how well the camera can pick up, but there's 4 little right angles there. When you cut this piece, you'll see that there's little dotted lines. That's the placement for where your lid part is going to fit, because there's an overhang here of the hat, the graduation cap. There needs to be the box on the inside of that. So I've put the markers in, and the inside of the tabs fit round those little marks. So I'm just adding glue now to all the edges of the tab on the side panels. Even the little bit that goes underneath there, I've left it on and I've left it square just so that you've got an extra little bit of reinforcement on the corners. So now turn over and line up with those little right angles right into the corners of your tabs. Now what I haven't done but will be included with this is a matte layer to cover up that tab line on the inside. So there will be an extra layer that I haven't shown you to put on, but it will be there and it will be on the base layer. So the extra square piece will be on the base layer when you're cutting it out. Okay. I forgot all about it and only realised when I'd nearly done the video, I thought, oops, but it will be covered up. So I'm just now removing the paper clips because that is the cute little box completed. It takes almost as long to cut out as it does to make up, but it's such a cute little hat. There we go. On your graduation, congratulations. And I'm now going to show you how to complete the tassel. If you want, you can pull this over your table to give you a curl before you start to roll. But there's a little tab on the end there, and that's to stick your thread to start off your tassel. So I've put that on to just tuck it underneath before you start to roll. So I'm just making sure that the whole of that tab area is glued and about half of the depth of the other piece. So the first thing you do is put your thread into the tab, tuck it in into that tab, and then you can start the roll as tight as you possibly can, whether you do it between your fingers or drop it down onto the table and roll it that way. Personal choice. I tend to start it off with my hands and then I pull it tight with my fingers as I start to roll. So just keep going all the way until you've got from one end to the other. If you wanted to add a little bit of hot glue right on the end, you can do, just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. So there's our tassel completed. If you want to just sort of fluff it out on the ends a little bit, you can do. Just open just a fraction. There we go. One tassel. And now to finish this off with the scroll. So you draw the scroll first, then cut the scroll piece. Then you've got the 4 black pieces, the 4 decor pieces, which I've doubled up on each of the ends, just matted and layered, and I've added them to one side and added them to the reverse side as well. When I rolled this up, I'd got the decor on one side and not on the other, and it just didn't look right. So I just added the extra pieces onto the wrong side as well. So when it's rolled up, you've got something rather than just a plain end showing. Again, you can roll this over the table to give it a curl to start, which I've done. First of all, add your ribbon to the box, and where I'm adding it to is the open star just above the letter U. So I'm adding a little bit of glue just into that open part of the star, and then we can add the ribbon in the centre. So that holds down nicely for you to an extra pair of hands while you're doing a bow and trying to hold on to something at the same time. So just roll the scroll the width of the little arms on the end. What I will do, I'm just undoing it just to show you how I've done the curl. So between one hand and the other, I'm pulling with my bottom hand and allowing it to slide through my top hand. And that gives it a nice curl, makes it easier for you to take the roll. So you'll end up with the two little pieces roughly over the top of one another. And then I'm going to do a double knot to hold it in position here. And I haven't done it on the video, but I turned the little black pieces so that they were sat on the top once I'd finished, and when I took the picture you'll see it in the picture. So there's the bow, just tidying up the loops, and we need to just cut off a little bit of the excess there on the ribbon. Just cutting them about the length of the leg of the certificate ends. And there's our darling little graduation gift box. Like I said, this is part of a collection, so there's a card box and envelobox to go with it, and it makes a fabulous gift choice. Until the next time, bye for now.